Hello everyone, welcome to my new episode. My chicks have made 2 weeks today. Today is Tuesday. They have made 14 days today. I want to share with you a little tips on how to brood your chicks. As you can see now, I changed all the feeders. We are on medium feeders, and I also applied some bigger ones. As you can see, they just fall inside and eat from inside the big feeders, but the small feeders, they make a circle outside. These ones, I raised the drinkers. They are on bricks and some of them are still on trays, but I raised the drinkers. These chicks have long neck. They can eat or drink from far. If you're to brood, try to use a bigger space. Don't brood in a small space. The advantages of brooding in a bigger space, it helps you in the movement while working in these chicks. It eases the movement. That is the number one tip. Another thing, it prevents coccidiosis. Whenever you're having a bigger space, you're going to put the drinkers somewhere and the feeders somewhere, and these chicks are going to have another space where they can sleep, where they can play. Like you're seeing these ones, they're playing very well here. They're bathing. Where the space has to be as big as possible. Please try to give your chicks enough space. It is going to help you prevent coccidiosis, because they are not going to poop in the drinking water. They are not going to poop in the feeds. You find the poop down, not in the drinkers. The drinking water has to be clean from morning up to the next morning. However, you have to clean it somehow. You might find some coffee husks in, but doesn't mean that you're going to find the drinking water full of poop. If you create space, you will not see that. If you're using a small space, your chicks are going to sleep in the feeders and poop there. Others will be drinking and others will be standing beside the drinkers, so they will be drinking the poop. Others that they are going to be pooping directly in the drinking water because of the small space that you created. The only thing you have to do is to give them enough heat and provide them with enough space. They also want to play. You can see they are moving up and down, and to provide them with enough space helps you to see the weaker chicks. You cannot see a weaker chick when you're having little space, because whenever they are sleeping, one chick sleeps on top of another because of the small space. Whenever they're eating, some of them are eating, some of them are not eating, because you cannot put a lot of feeders, yet you want equal growth in these chicks. And in a brooder, you have to be seeing all the chicks, no corners, but you have to be seeing all the chicks, what they are doing, especially if you're brooding, because it will help you. It is going to help you in preventing diseases, especially the outbreak. If you hear some chick coughing or sneezing, it is very easy to look for that chick and find it. But in a small space, you cannot see that. I removed all the carpets, but I still power the charcoal powder, at the same time the wood ash or the ash that comes out of these stoves in the brooder. The reason why I'm preventing coccidiosis, because from day one these chicks eat from the ground. The feeders are not raised, so they sometimes eat their poop or eat the dirt that are found on the ground. So I try to put some charcoal. Whenever they eat charcoal, they prevent coccidiosis in them. You cannot prevent 100% coccidiosis in the brooder, in the chicks, when the feeders are still down, all the drinkers, because yeah, they are tempted to eat anything. So you have to treat before it worsens. That is why you're seeing there in charcoal in here. And also, if you want to equal growth of these chicks, try to give them enough feeders. Please provide them with enough feeders if you want them to grow. They have to eat from day till evening, but if you did not provide them with enough feeders, some of them are going to eat, some of them will not eat. That is why we are giving them enough space. At the same time, it is an advantage that you're having space where you can put enough feeders. For equal growth, give them enough feeders, as many as you can. Do not put a lot of coffee husks in here. Put a little, because they're going to mix up the husks with the feeds. So put a little to prevent the flow from, you're preventing the poop from darkening the floor. It just sits on top of the coffee husks. So put a little, as you can see here. You can see the flow. See, there is little. Another advantage of mixing your own feeds is that, for me, I discovered that whenever you mix your own feeds, you find a chick is eating and it is very, very satisfied, very well. If you check in front of this chick here, you can find food. Every 10 chicks that you check whether they ate the feeds, you'll find they are satisfied and the food is inside the body. But for the pellet, you can check 10 chicks and you find one. So meaning that they eat, but the feeds do not sit in the body, they just pass through the body. Meaning that if you're trying to give your chicks feeds, they have to eat and feel that the body is full. That is the reason why I do mix up the feeds after 7 days. And after those 7 days, you see they are gaining weight so fast. So guys, that is for today. Thanks again. Let me say bye-bye. But before you leave, let me take you to my beautiful chicken house and you see it. Look at the beauty of this chicken house. There are no concrete in here, and the chicks are going to stay without concrete, and they will be safe. You can also decide to use a chicken house without a concrete, because it is okay. It can be used. You see, it is soil, no concrete. So bye.